This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Well, you're very excited about movie news that's just dropped.
Yeah, so we all know that Harry Styles just finished filming Don't Worry, Darling.
We don't all know that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, so he's done filming that. They wrapped. But now he's already on the movie set for another upcoming film called My Policeman, which is based off of a novel.
You think the storyline's pretty wild?
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. I think it's going to be good. I've seen Harry Styles act in the past. He had a very small role in Dunkirk and was fantastic. I love that he's being cast in these old school movies. He just fits the vibe so well.
He also did a pretty good job of acting like he still wanted to be in a boy band when he knew he'd be far more successful when he branched out solo.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, My Policeman is an adaptation of a novel from 2012, and it centers on a husband and wife, Marion, who's played by Emma Corrin. She was Princess Diana in The Crown, and Harry Styles. His name's Tom in the show. So they meet and they fall in love along the Brighton coast in the 50s, but then enters a man into their life named Patrick, played by David Dawson. He was in The Last Kingdom. He had a role in Peaky Blinders. He's a curator at the Brighton Museum who also develops feelings for policeman Tom. The two of them begin a passionate, lasting affair in spite of the fact that homosexuality is illegal. For a while, the threesome embrace their lives as a menage a trois until jealousy shatters the arrangement. Then it fast forwards in the film to the 90s, where frail Patrick, the guy that worked at the museum, re-enters the lives of now married Marion and Tom with predictably dramatic consequences. Like, I'm hooked. I'm in. I'm all in.
I feel like you just spoiled it a bit. That was like a Netflix preview. I know what happens in the movie now.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you have no idea what's going to happen.
I don't need to see it.
Yes, you do. For Harry Styles' jawline alone, that should be getting people into the movie theater seats.
Yeah, is there scenes of him eating a sandwich by chance? Because that was what sold him for you in Dunkirk, and you haven't stopped talking about him since.
If you go to Netflix, press play on Dunkirk, just scroll in about 15 minutes. There's a scene where Harry Styles is eating a peanut butter sandwich on the boat.
About 15 minutes or like 15 minutes and 41 seconds? Yeah, somewhere.
I didn't want to seem too crazy.
Oh, no, you don't. What you got, Lisa?
There's a professional yacht racer who was very annoyed of constantly seeing floating plastic in the ocean.
And constantly frustrated that they didn't know how to spell the word yacht.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
There's a C in it.
Trying to figure that out.
Not like the water sea. Was that a confusing sentence? Anyway, they came up with something called Sea Cleaners Project, where they started creating these yachts, that actually collect waste when they're on the water. Not only that, but that's how they generate energy. They feed on plastic waste for power. Like, what? That is incredible. My only fear with this is what if they end up clearing out all of the waste?
Right.
Does that mean that the boat just sits?
Yeah, better.
It doesn't get to go out on the water anymore?
Better pack a paddle.
Tell me something good.
My story is about a Saskatchewan hero. No, not me.
Okay.
A man named Frank, at 95 years old, is walking as we speak from Saskatoon to Regina to raise money for the Children's Hospital.
How long should that take?
And the Shriners Hospital for children. Well, it's nearly a 3-hour drive. So it's 265 kilometers or something.
Does he get to stop walking when he reaches his goal?
Oh, well, for sure. What, do you think they're going to make him walk back?
Well, you never know.
No, he's not going to be able to do it in one day. I think it's probably like a week or 2-week journey, but 95 years old. Apparently he's around Davidson right now, which is almost halfway.
Okay, I wish I was there so I could cheer him on.
Honestly. 95? Go, Frank,
I love him.
Tell me something good. A107.
It is Cinco de Mayo, so we thought we'd have a little recommend something with a taco and tequila flair.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of recommendations to throw your way.
First and foremost, if you haven't tried coconut tequila, you are missing out. It is so good. You just got to make sure it's nice and cold or shaken on ice. Absolutely delicious. And you don't need a chaser. That's the beauty of it. The actual taste of tequila makes me gay.
Well, that's because you've mainly had budget tequila. Like, if you get a good tequila, it's quite nice. But there's a big difference between greasy tequila and good tequila.
I'll never understand the sucking on a lime after. I don't think it makes it better at all.
Right. Pickle juice.
No, Clamato. Chasing tequila with a little shot of Clamato, you don't taste anything at all. It completely takes it away.
Pickle juice does do wonders as well if you like that. But if you'd like to have a shot with no chaser and look like a real champ, here's another recommendation.
Is this the breathing
Yeah.
one?
Don't breathe in or out, especially with your mouth, for like 10 seconds after your shot.
It doesn't work. I've tried it.
It does work, and anybody that drinks heavily knows it works.
What exactly does it do? So because you're not breathing in,
Yeah, it's like your mouth doesn't respond to it until air hits it. Like, so it's just so smooth. So I'll do that with like greasy shots. When somebody's like, let's do rum, you know?
ew.
And it's just
Do people do shots of rum?
not often. That's why I'm saying that, like, you need
Do the
that
holding
trend.
your breath trick?
Yeah, I mean, you don't like and then do the
Right.
shot. You just don't breathe in or out for a few seconds, and it will help.
If you have a recommendation for Cinco de Mayo, hit us up. We'll share it with the audience. Jen wrote in saying, I know this isn't a taco, but we're doing taco seasoning wings plus a Corona,
Oh,
of
that's
course.
fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
I like that idea.
Me too.
Some other taco tips. I would just suggest, if you're one of the people that just get the box tacos every week, think about switching it up once in a while. I know they're good and they're super easy, and I'm not against them. I will have one of those every 2 weeks, probably, one of those taco kits.
The only thing I don't like about those taco kits, we're talking about the yellow box, right?
You got it.
It comes with a runny salsa that I don't think anybody actually uses.
I like it, but
I don't think anyone uses it.
I like proper salsa more. So, yeah, you're right. I don't use it. But I came across a website that I've used a couple times, givemedelicious.com, and it has 10 different taco recipes you need to try. And this is where you can branch out. Like, I've done a really good prawn one. You utilize corn tortillas. They quite often have like lettuce wrap tacos on these. Yeah, just utilizing like ingredients in your fridge, leftover tacos.
Have you ever had like a pulled chicken taco? Spicy with the Buffalo Frank's hot sauce.
Good?
So good.
Yeah, so if you want the actual direct link to these 10 different taco recipes, get at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Text lines blowing up of people saying, what are you talking about, Lisa? We love that salsa that comes in the yellow kit. I'm sorry. I didn't think that people use it. Hey, I'll start collecting mine. And I'll keep it in a
Give it
bin.
away.
I'll keep it in a bin outside the station. You can come and grab it whenever you want. Another really good taco tip, and I'm sure a lot of people know this, but just a reminder, when you get the kit with the soft and hard shells, you eat a hard taco over a soft shell. So everything that falls out is ready to rock for your rolled up soft taco
that's
after.
really smart.
You got it. That's the only way to do it.
And then your plate doesn't get all messy. The bottom of your next taco, that's smart. And
Yeah.
then you just finish with a soft taco, right?
Exactly.
Doing that. Came across a video of a girl who took a song that we all like have sung along to and thought it was super fun and happy, but actually showed how it was pretty sad. Her name is Robin Otellini, and she did a rendition of Shania's "Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under?" Here's part of it.
Whose lips have you been kissing? Whose ear did you make a wish in? Is she the one that you've been missing, baby? Whose bed have your boots been under lately?
Beautiful.
Yeah, strange that they went with such a like poppy, happy feel with the lyrics being truly about a guy getting with other girls.
It reminds me of some other
Heartbreak.
songs that we play on our station, like Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind is about drugs.
Right.
But it's this like upbeat
You're singing along to it like it's a great time.
Yeah, this is a track. It's kind of sad.
City High, what would you do?
Yep.
That one, real heavy topic. So we decided that we're going to take some other fun songs that you think are fun and try to showcase the lyrics in like a more true way.
Emotional light.
Exactly. That's next. I think one of the best examples of this is You Are My Sunshine,
Yeah.
which a lot of people think is a happy song.
It was released in 1939, and a lot of people sing it when they're showing their love and affection for others. Like, I remember my grandpa would always be like, "You're my sunshine,
Right.
my little
But
sunshine."
wait until after that chorus.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
So we're going to finish with the last little bit of the chorus, and then it's all yours.
That's grim.
Really sad
That is
stuff.
so sad. And at the end of the song, he says, "You told me once, dear, you really loved me and no one else could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You've shattered all of my dreams." And then he goes on to sing the chorus again. You are my sunshine. This guy sounds crazy. She's moved on.
Okay, and here's another one that, like, again, you just think is so happy until you actually listen to the lyrics. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
You have so many relationships in this life, but only one or two will last.
Oof.
You go through all the pain and strife, then you turn your back and they're gone so fast.
Yeah.
They're gone so fast. Oh, so hold on to the ones who really care, because in the end, they'll be the only ones there. And when you get old and start losing your hair, can you tell me who will still care? Oh, no. Can you tell me who will
Who still care? Dang. Here we go. Bop.
go by
Bop. I never realized Mbop was that sad.
Yeah, I'm going to need to take a minute here and cry, and then we'll be back. A woman named J Mist on TikTok is absolutely hilarious. One of your favorite follows, Lise.
Yeah, well, she went viral for a list that she created in her notes section of her phone, and then she just kind of broke them down to her audience and probably didn't expect to go viral.
Right.
But
And it
then
was
did.
Things that she doesn't get.
Yeah, and she just keeps them in her notes section of her phone whenever she thinks of them.
So let's go through just a couple of them here, and then we're going to open the phones to you to things that you don't get.
Itching, like when you have that one speck of itch, where does that tingly feeling come from? It don't even be nothing right there. I don't get it.
She doesn't get itching. This next one's pretty funny, too.
You go from looking around,
Staring is what she doesn't get.
you go from looking around and then you're staring. And you can't stop. It's so hard to stop. It's like your brain is locked. I don't get it.
Next up.
Who determines what word is a curse word? Because where is this person? And do they curse the word before they release it to the public or something? I don't get it.
And then rainbows she breaks down as well.
If you look it up, it says the sunlight reflects off the rain droplet and blah, blah, blah. Where does the colors come from? I don't get it.
I think that curse one is hilarious because who originally came up with the F word and then who around them was like, well, that's a terrible word.
Well, and why in some countries is it cool to say certain words?
Like the C word?
Yeah, in Australia, people throw it around all the time.
One of my girlfriends moved to London and her language now, I'm like, you can't come back here.
She's just Adele now, swearing and smoking all the time.
Seriously, it's crazy.
So here's our question. What don't you get?
Yep.
And it can be a silly thing.
Anything. What about a bridge? How'd they do that? How does it stay?
We're asking you, what don't you get?
Casey wrote in saying, I don't get how they built the Hoover Dam. And if you look up the Hoover Dam, it's a concrete arc gravity dam in the Black Canyon in Colorado. And it's on the border between the U.S. states of Nevada and Arizona. It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression. And yeah, like you look at that, that's incredible work. How'd they do that?
You look at some of the infrastructure from days past when they didn't have the cranes that we have now, like the pyramids.
They were just like hanging off the side of it. How'd they do that?
Yeah, exactly. Here's something I don't understand, that there are people that truly believe that all of the world powers, all of the governments got together to fake this COVID thing and somehow convinced all of the media to go along with it.
Yeah, some people think that we're involved with it because we do a morning radio show where we talk about our bowel movements. Like, honestly, we are not in control of anything. We're not even vaccinated yet.
Right. And people think that we're, conspiring with the government to pump out a specific message. And they're all in. They really believe that, like, the countries of the world, leaders of the world can't agree on anything. But they're going to agree on crippling all of their economies for a fake virus that's actually putting people in hospital. I don't understand how you could think that.
Farron wrote in saying, I don't understand why McDonald's only gives one McChicken sauce when you ask for it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, and also
that's a good one.
How stingy they are with the pickles. I asked for a lot of pickles. That's more than a few. You don't own the pickles. I'm not asking for you to withdraw money from your bank account to give me 6 pickles.
They have a shift leader that's watching over the pickles because...
And are they told?
Yeah.
Only 3 pickles when they ask for extra. Come on.
Dude, it's a thing. Janelle wrote in saying, why is W called W
and not
when it's 2 V's?
Definitely should have been a double V. And
it's
in French, W makes a lot more sense.
Really does.
Look at me, worldly. It's because I've been conspiring with the French government.
No,
actually,
you have
They
not.
taught me. Yeah.
Sarah wrote in saying, I don't understand how giant boats float, but when you drop a rock in water, it sinks.
Okay. I mean, that one would be pretty easily explainable,
Yes,
but that's what we're doing
but that's
here.
okay.
J-Mist Official got us talking about this. Here are a few more of the things that she didn't understand that have gone viral. The first being credit.
So you mean to tell me that if I don't have credit, I have to buy things and pay them off just so that in the future, if I want something that I can't buy, I'll have credit? I don't get it.
She also discussed poop smell.
Why does poop smell? Because when we eat the food that we poop, the food smell good. So why does the poop stink? It don't make no sense.
And laughing.
I understand smiling, but you mean to say something provides you with so much joy, you smile and make a noise? Like, that's ugly. Where'd that come from? I don't understand.
And finally, secondhand embarrassment.
Like, if I see somebody fall, I feel the embarrassment. I shouldn't have those feelings. They're the ones that fail. I don't get it.
That is so funny.
You know what? I want to see this being a thing on the show, that anytime somebody thinks of something they don't get, they hit us up or save it in their notes and then share it with us the next morning. Because we could do this every week, talking about things we don't get.
Don't get it Wednesdays.
Yeah, we used to have We Get It Wednesdays. I like this better.
107.
What has your dog ruined? 780-784-7107. This after Reese Witherspoon shared the story of her dog who chewed their entire couch.
Jess texted in saying, we had a chocolate lab years ago who loved eating paper. Well, Mom and I went shopping one day and came home to shreds of paper all over the dining room. It was my entire package of grad photos.
No.
Yeah. So Jess wrote in after I wrote literally what you just said, no, in all caps. We managed to find one of the bigger ones with only a small strip missing. So that's the only grad picture of mine that exists.
What?
That sucks.
My chocolate lab that I used to have loved shoes. And the one time I came home and she had chewed up 7 shoes, none of them were a pair. So, like,
She liked her variety.
if it would have been 3.5 pairs of shoes, I would have been like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, still mad, but 7 different shoes.
Well, if you think about it, like if you had a bag of jelly beans,
right.
you're going to go in and eat 2 of the same color when you could have 1 of each. I don't think
I
so.
guess, yeah.
Jacqueline texted in, again, we're talking about something your pet destroyed and most likely something expensive or it meant a lot to you. She said, our dog ate the barbecue cover, which are surprisingly very pricey.
Okay.
You'd never think that.
Awesome. What do you got for us?
My fiance and I spent all weekend making some plants and getting them ready for transplanting outside. And she ended up getting a hold of them yesterday and demolishing them all over my bedroom, all over my bed, all over the floor, all over the couch. Everything is mud now.
So not only did she do some permanent damage to things in your house, but plants aren't cheap.
No, and we started from seeds too, so it was lots of hard work gone.
Yeah, and all of that work to have to clean it up too.
Oh, it's just awful.
Oh, and I just got home from helping her. She owns a business, a cleaning company, and I just helped her clean that day. So we came home after cleaning to clean up more.
At least she knows what she's doing, I guess.
That's the truth.
Thank you for the call, and just a quick shout out to their cleaning company, Big Bubbles Cleaning.
Yeah,
Thank you for supporting the show.
They must be good at getting dirt out of carpet.
Yes, so 780-784-7107. Hit us up if you've got a story of something your animal destroyed.
I'm going to keep this one anonymous. It came in from a nurse that listens to our show. Thank you for what you do, first of all. Mm-hmm. She says, my dog legit ate my adult toy. The whole dang thing.
What?
The whole thing.
I can't imagine the speed that would come out the other end.
Well, I was going to say, like,
it's kind of built for that.
She then went on to say basically it ended up costing her $1,000 in vet bills because it blocked him up. So it actually was horrible. As much as you want to laugh and be like, dog probably enjoyed it. No.
Right.
It sounds like an awful story. So again, we're talking about things that your pets have destroyed, even if it was really expensive, meant a lot to you.
You've got a very expensive one. What's up?
Yeah, and I'm still grounded for it to this day.
You're grounded for it?
Yeah, I'm the one who got blamed for it.
Okay, so tell us what happened.
So back in the day, my little brother and I were left alone in an older truck. My mom went in to grab something. We're parked on a hill. We get the dog going. The dog jumps up, puts the truck in gear, smashes into a brand new car.
What?
Yeah, I got blamed for it because I was the oldest.
And you honestly think that, like, your mom does not believe you to this day that it was the dog?
No, I'm like, Mom! She didn't believe me.
Wow.
You might have had to do better with your argument than just going, Mom!
Play 107.
Play 107, it's the 90s at 9. Tell me that you can do the Macarena dance, and tell me that you're so cocky when you're doing it because think you're so cool that
Because
you
you
remember
actually,
that.
you know the moves. Wanted to give some shout outs to those of you who are listening to the 90s at 9 on Cinco de Mayo. Kelsey is listening. She just had a baby. So congratulations. Also wanted to give a shout out to Dre, who is being so funny on our text line right now. She's like, okay, I have tequila, but I'm going to hold it off. I'm not going to drink it yet. But then we started playing these amazing songs in the 90s at 9. And she's like, all right, things are escalating.
So she's into the tequila?
Dre is listening from home and is partying. I love it.
Christina, you're at home as well?
I'm isolating right now because I have a cold right now, but it's negative. I got a COVID test. It was negative.
Well, we're happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Not about the cold.
Oh, I'm happy too. Oh my God, it's painful being at home, but I have to stay home.
Well, crank up the radio.
Yeah, I'd like you to play this song. It's called Coco Jambu by Mr. President.
You know what? I think we can make that happen. Isolation requests A-OK around here. So if you're in isolation, listening from home, feel like connecting with some humans.
Yeah, you need to pick me up.
Feel free to give us a text, give us a ring, and send us your song suggestions at 780-784-7107. It's the 90s at 9. Here you go, Christina. Crazy new study shows that it's not the size of a man's hand that will be a hint of what's going on downstairs as much as it's the size of his nose. Isn't that crazy, Lise?
Ryder.
Ow.
Stop.
What?
Stop hitting your nose against your mic.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.